Hi guys, Michelle here. Today we are going to learn about how to navigate the touchscreen. So the touchscreen is where you're going to be doing all of your transactions, selling and all that good stuff through the store. So I just want to walk through, kind of show you where some buttons are and where things are located, just so that you get familiar with how to navigate the touchscreen. So up top, these are what we call buttons, and these are the buttons that if you were at the touchscreen register, you would be touching with your finger to select items. So over here, this one here, if you notice, when I hover over a button, there'll be a pop-up that says some info about what that button does. And this one says, enter the customer for this ticket. So if I were to click on this button, it would give me the option to add a customer to this ticket. Same thing for these buttons up here is how to put something on hold, how to recall a hold, void a line, void current ticket, delivery address, go back, homepage. So what the homepage is everything that you see right now. This is called the homepage. If I somehow ended up on let's see, I randomly clicked, it's a bad example. I clicked over here and I clicked into this page. If let's say I didn't want to be here anymore, I could say go back, or I could get back in here and I could say home, and it takes me back to my main page, which is what this is considered. So these buttons up here, these will always be here. They're always here on every sale. The same for these eight buttons that are down here. These are your tender buttons or your pricing or sales complete buttons. All these 8 buttons will stay here on every sale no matter what. The buttons that are up here, there's 6 different rows and 4 columns. These buttons potentially change on whatever it is that you're clicking on. Each of these are different buttons that link you to a different, more or less, page of items. So if I click on grass seed, it will take me to different grass seeds that we sell, and I can click on these to add items to an order. Same with if I go to the bulk, I can click on these. These will add different items of bulk to the order. Some items or buttons are multi-leveled. So if I click on yard product and then I want bagged mulch and stone or bag mulch, it'll take me here. And now if I hit the go back button, it just takes me back to the previous page. If I go back again, I'm back to the home screen. Or if I go back in here and I say I'm on the stone page, if I'm on this one and I'm all set here and I want to just go back to the home screen, I could just click home and it takes me all the way back. Some of these other things towards the bottom here are order functions, delivery address, delivery fees. We're certainly going to get into that. Validated returns, reprint a ticket, customer lookup, all that kind of stuff. And then there's this button down here. There's obviously a pay, which will give you your many different tenders to be able to pay for an order. There's a quick cash button. There's price tools, which we'll get into, which will be how you do discounts and whatnot. And then there's actually this other button down here called more buttons. This more buttons will get into other customer functions, items, ticket functions, station functions that we'll get into at a later date as well. But this is more or less how you navigate. And again, if I click home up here, I'm back home. Things to pay attention to. Let me just add something onto the order here so you can take a look at what I'm doing here. So if I go back home, so if this is this new turf grass seed mix, if this is all that I'm buying, I just want you to see that document totals, all this info down here, is that I'm also going to have a number of lines, which right now it's 1. I'm going to have the amount due, which is $72.35, and then a total, which is $72.35. Here in this box, here you'll see the subtotal, and then the tax, and then miscellaneous charges if those were there as well. So if I wanted to pay for this order right now, it'd be $72.35. For example, if I wanted to put down $20 of cash and then I was going to charge the rest, I could put down $20, say okay, And then where you're going to see some things change is this ticket payment. It's going to say cash of $20. And now this is going to change to amount due is $52.35. So it more or less knows that I've taken some money and that this is what the customer still owes. So just to get you familiar with what you'll see down here, amount due versus the total, because the order total was still originally $72.35, and now they owe $52.35. Okay, so I just want to get familiar that these are the buttons over here. These buttons are always here. These buttons are always here. And then this is your touch screen items for you to do add items if you can't scan them for some reason. And this up here is your lookup. So if there's some reason you can't find something or the tag has fallen off, you can always click the search button and search for that bird bath that you're looking for and hopefully find it this way. All right, guys, that's it for today. But this is just to get you familiar with a little bit more of what your home screen or your touch screen looks like so that you can navigate things going forward.